hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence, perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow. I've been caught in the undertow. Toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Pulls a coin and the eyes seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of cute cloud. So tell me this time is coming, for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you anyway. Just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat at time, I've crossed the lines just to tell you, don't lead the way.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my final word. Second chances, a gift I just can't want. Calling a game, pushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Japanese Wrestling Update right here on OLE and A Plus Productions. Thank you all so very much for joining us here. If you are joining us live on the Twitch or YouTube, I got some bad news for you. It's the pre-recorded edition of the Japanese Wrestling Update this week. I wanted to mess with all y'all, maybe even the stats man himself, who might be in the chat right now. So I apologize, good sir.
You missed a prime opportunity to sound like Wade Barrett, my friend.
I don't do impressions well, so it would have sounded like "Oi, governor" or some bullcrap. Like that's my British accent. It's "Oi, governor." That's
Still
my
missed
way.
an opportunity. You know I'm a parrot. I've tried. I can't get the bass, but I can do the basic.
I've got
I
some
got
bad
some
news for
bad
ya.
news. Are you a freaking leprechaun?
It's the best I got.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Off the
Oh,
rails already. We're only like 5 minutes in.
and if you're listening on A Plus Productions, thank you so much for tuning in. We are Japanese Wrestling Update. Get you caught up with the news of the wrestling week as we record this. It is Thursday, November 7th. Going out on OLE on Friday, November 8th, as me and Melball are at the Vince Austin Tribute Show for RCW. Sick Ain't It Show, where there's going to be so much happening on that show and so many people showing up to that show. That's just going to be complete humanity. So that's where we are as this goes live. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, and we really do appreciate you for it.
Did you just say Zoomanity?
Yeah, the humanity of it all. Yeah, you heard me.
Where did that come from? Is that
I
a
made
movie
it up.
line?
I don't know. I've just been saying it forever. I don't know where it came from. I've been saying it for a long time. I don't know how have I never said humanity to you? Oh, geez. Wow.
No,
I've
no,
been using
it's
that
never
longer
come
than I've
up
known
in
you.
casual conversation there now.
I've even used that way longer than I've known you. The humanity of it all.
Oh, I'm going to call debatable on that one, I guess. Never heard you use it before.
Oh, I have. We are here to chat. It's Japanese. I am your co-host, Andre C. And joining me here is the critical princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Mel?
Constructively so.
I don't know if that's the word I'd use, but okay.
Rude, rude. I am nice to everyone except for you. Come on now. It's kind of how our relationship works.
Pretty much. So again, like I said, we are pre-recorded this week, but thank you all so very much for tuning in here on OLE or A Plus Productions. If you're watching on OLE, if you're on the YouTube, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Don't forget to share us out to your friends, family, and all the crazy kooky people that you know in this world. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you be alerted every time we drop a new video.
You know.
Woo. Finish it.
I'm trying to figure out is it you know it? Is it the Matt
Yeah.
Cardona response? Or
Yes.
is it the Lloyd response?
No, I was just doing a high pitch woo.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
Know it. Yeah, and if you're watching on the OLE Twitch, please give us a follow. And if you want to support us, you can subscribe to the channel. If you do that, we very much appreciate that. And all y'all listening on A Plus Productions, go over there, aplusproductions.com. Add us into your RSS feed on the podcast gadget of choice, the A Plus Wrestling feed over there. Also the A Plus Sports and the A Plus Entertainment feeds. And also check out the Facebook page and join in chat with some very good, fun people. Let's get into it. Let's talk some Japanese French wrestling because there's some big news that came out this week. Some very there's a big show this past month, and news coming up for tournaments coming up. So much this week to talk about. So let's get into it. We're gonna kick it off. You're gonna go through a few of the matches that Power Struggle, the big stuff that happened. IWGP Tag Team Championships on the line. Very good match. These teams just went to war here. There was a headbutt to a kick, which was just one of the most inventive kick blocks I've ever seen. To block it with a headbutt, and the guy who kicked being more hurt than the guy who headbutted.
That was fantastic. Fantastic.
And then one guy headbutting another guy and hurting himself and busting himself open, and him being the one hurt from the headbutt, and the guy who took the headbutt was perfectly fine.
Yeah, let's just if we learned something in this match, very importante, and that is Hanaro has a very hard fracking head.
Mm-hmm.
It's fracking head.
Oh, I know what it is. They implanted a steel plate in there after he got broken open there in February. They must have put a steel plate in there. That's what they did. Yeah, it must have.
I would ordinarily be like, hell yeah, but the continuity of the area doesn't make sense because he was busted open at the back of it. He was definitely hitting with the front of it.
They can push it in, like push it over, like
That's
pull it up, push it over, and then it's just like push it in, you know. Maybe they injected his skull with adamantium is what they did. Maybe that.
That is the most reasonable explanation.
But actually, really incredible match in these two teams. But the surprising finish with the United Empire hitting their Imperial Drop, which is the flapjack cutter, for the win to become the new IWGP Tag Team Championships. UE for the win. But I was also sad at the same time because I really liked TMDK. It was very conflicting. This and one other match were super conflicting for me on this night.
Yeah, they ironically both had the same combination of teams. Ironically. Funny how that works. Funny how that works, but funny how they were like two of the best matches that were on that show. Again, funny how that works. Great O'Con, double champion in the company. And I think we confirmed yesterday the only double champion, which makes him, I would say, arguably one of the more reputable champions in the company
The only double champion for now until he loses that KOPW title to Suzuki.
Right. So they milk it, O'Con, while you can. All hail. This also broke my heart a little bit because I felt very odd about this combination of United Empire. I think I would have liked to see Great O'Con and Cobb as opposed to Hanori, because I did enjoy Hanari working in the singles kind of thing. But given what it is that Cobb is kind of doing now, I don't know if we were planning on talking about that in this, were we? No?
What's that?
Maybe? With the TV title?
Oh, we will. We'll be previewing the Wrestle Kingdom matches that have been announced. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, given what it is that Cobb is doing, it kind of makes sense that this is the route that they take, because the other guy, I think, is a little too new to be winning a championship right now. What's his name? Hartley? Or is that the other one?
Hartley Jackson, yeah.
Yeah. He's I think, too new. Giving him a championship of this caliber right away would be a little silly. So yeah.
You mean the new guy? The new guy in UE? You mean the new guy in UE?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant sorry, Jacob Austin Young. Hartley Jackson is the TMDK guy.
Oh yes, the triple guy. What was the name again?
Jacob Austin Young, or just Jay.
See, yeah, that's why it's weird, because like the combination of it, Jay works for me. Jay will be easier for me to recognize. So how do you remember that whole thing? It's just a weird, unphonetically sound combination of names. Anyway, yeah, fun match.
Yeah, that name isn't hard for me because I used to play this Dungeons and Dragons style wrestling game where my guy was a 3-name character and everybody just called him Raj, even though he was supposed to be a mid-40s white dude. I don't know.
Man. But I think it's because there's just so many people that have that kind of name set, 3 or more names within their name. It just kind of just gets too much for a MJF, MRB, MARC. There's a lot. I know. I said 3 or more. I said 3 or more.
Oh, you said or more. I didn't hear the or more part. Yeah, okay.
It's because you interrupted me. It's okay.
So we had a global championship match on this show. This was a semi-main event, but I'm rolling up. I'm changing the order. This match was actually really good. Taichi getting really show off here and something, because he's kind of been out of the spotlight since losing in the G1 qualifier this year. And a really, really good match, and he ends up hitting the Black Mephisto in this. He got hit by his own finisher at one point in this match, but ended up kicking out of it. But then hit Black Mephisto, looked like he was about to win the championship until the ref was pulled out of the ring by someone you didn't expect, but I think it was kind of obvious almost, in Sonata, turning on his Just 5 Guys teammate. And Finley hit him with the shillelagh and hit Overkill and got the win. And then post-match, Sonata decided to take out Taka Michinoku and then deadfall Taichi in the ring and run off Doki when he tried to come and get involved. The darkness falls here. We're not even talking about evil.
I have been mentioning this a little bit, like hinting at it for a little while, especially Royal Quest. It really became apparent to me. Sonata needs the crowd. He needs it. He's always needed it. He's always been doing the ear thing, just like this picture. He's asking for the crowd to cheer. But the Just Five Guys variation of Sonata was really just hitting a very flat note with the crowd, where they were just not really able to get behind him. And we were calling him the charisma vacuum for a very, very long time. I think this is a brilliant move on his part. Now, I thought that he would end up in the very obvious talent pool giver of life in this company, which would have been House of Torture, which I thought would have made sense with Evil. But I am curious to see what they do with Sonata in the War Dogs, because War Dogs have a reputation. They have a reputation for being aggressive. They have a reputation for being dominant. They have a reputation for maybe biting off a little bit more than they could chew, but still making it work, still choking it down, and still winning championships. So I'm curious to see what this brings out in Sonata in the months to come, especially given what we're going to talk about later on the show here.
Yeah. I look at it as, man, the War Dogs are about to lose all the charisma that they have. The vacuum is here to destroy the War Dogs. Sonata, I've never cared, and I never will. Dude, I haven't cared about him since LIJ, and I really didn't care about him in LIJ. I've cared about him less since leaving LIJ. Even when he was champion, we talked about his entire run. Why is he champion? None of it was ever good. So I have zero faith in. He went from being a boring member of LIJ to being a even more boring member of Just Five Guys to now being the boring, lifeless member of the War Dogs. So I got zero desire to watch him in the War Dogs, and I'm like, now I want to watch this faction less, and I've loved this faction, and I want to see this faction less because this guy is there. So,
well, that's disappointing. I'll enjoy it for you in your absence, because I feel there's nothing that you can suck out of David Finlay. He's on too much of a momentum high right now. Don't even. Shank your shit over there.
Jesus. Jesus.
He's a vacuum cleaner. That's what they do. They don't blow. Come on now. Anyway, you can't. The charisma vacuum can't suck any charisma out of David Finlay. Is that better?
My vacuum cleaner sucks and blows.
Anyway, oh my god. Okay, focusing on the actual topic at hand here. Yeah, I again, I am an opposite belief here. I'm curious to see where it kind of goes with it, because I mean, I need to see something out of Sonata, because if Just Five Guys really proved anything, it's that he needs the crowd, and he reacted the best to the boos at Royal Quest I think I've ever seen. Him and Zack Sabre Jr. tore that house down. That was one of the best matches we've seen from Sonata in a while, and I think it was because of the boos. And look at the boos that he got. The crowd loves to boo Bullet Club in New Japan. They love it. They need it. And so does Sonata. And I think with the combination of the tutelage, because now, again, the second thing that Just Five Guys taught me about Sonata is he's not capable of leading. He needs to be a follower. He needs to be a disciple. So who better to mentor under than the guy who was giving us the absolute most in charisma and character development in this match against Tai Chi? Like, he was just so vocal. He's getting in Hiromu's face at ringside. Remember the shitty pin remark? He made that shitty pin, and he's like, that was a bad pin. That was my bad. I know, I got it. And then the aftermath also after this whole thing with Sonata and Tai Chi. Are we going to talk about that real quick?
Oh yeah. Well, we already did. We hit him with a deadfall.
No, the other thing. Oh, I guess later in the show we'll talk about that.
For David Finlay. Yeah, I'll talk about
yes.
Yota Tsuji David Finlay did call out Yota Tsuji because he beat him twice in the G1. Or Tsuji beat Finlay twice in the G1. He says he wants to get his win back, challenges from Wrestle Kingdom, and Tsuji accepted. And Finlay called him a bitch like 8 times.
He called him a bitch. He called him a fat ass. He told him to hurry the fuck up. Like the amount I'm sure he was fined for the so worth it though. And this is why I was worried for a little while there about the Tonkins going over to WWE, but it seems that they've got Tama in a constant state of whatever his Twitch. Yeah,
That's all it is.
did I tell you what I call him now? Tonga. Because gosh dang, he's like a twitchy squirrel.
Yeah. Junior Heavyweight Championship match. It's Doki defended against Master Wato in a successful defense. These two, I thought, did really well together. Wato, I think, looking better than he ever has since coming back here. New look. In ring, just looking so much smoother, giving himself time to really do something to just make himself that much better. And I very much enjoyed Master Wato here in this match. I was pulling for Wato to win because I'm all about the Wato. But Doki retaining, and post-match, the return of the Broken Jaw Warrior, El Desperado, coming back from his jaw's all healed up. He's ready to challenge for that Junior Heavyweight Championship that he lost to Doki at Wrestle Kingdom.
I just thought of something. Is it irony or providence or possibly fate that it was the Broken Jaw that took Desperado out and is having Doki and him crossing paths again? Because it was Desperado's Broken Jaw initially that brought Doki into Suzuki-gun's replacement.
Well, that's what I was referring. That's the injury I was referring to, because I don't remember what he was injured on this past time.
Well, god dang it, Andre.
Well, he has the Broken Jaw.
I think it was a neck injury, wasn't it?
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
The injury is not what matters anymore. What matters is he is back.
Yay. These two at Wrestle Kingdom. Desperado in the title match again. Yay. Should have been somebody new.
Come on now. I am under the exact same impression. Okay, shush. I'm gonna approach this in the same way that I approached Nia Jax returning, in the same way I approached Eva Marie approaching WWE a second time. And that is, we don't know what they've been doing in the absence. Simmer down. I know. And believe me, Eva Marie proved to me that she did not learn a damn thing. Don't worry.
Why? Why would you compare him to three pieces of trash? He's good.
I'm saying, I know, but you're just as excited to see him as you are those two, it would appear.
I'm joking.
Oh, sure.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is gonna be absolutely off the chain. This is two former friends, faction members. You can dispute this. Like, I know he's apparently a part of Hantai, but I don't consider Hantai a legit faction in this company anymore, mainly because of this show. So, I'm wondering, there's a vacant space now in just 5 guys. They're now just 4 guys. I'm just saying, maybe for a little while, like maybe until Wrestle Kingdom, they maybe try to clear out some of the Just 4 Guys merch that they had made.
Well, yeah.
And then maybe consider extending a hand, because they do need another credible junior on Just 5 Guys, I think.
They can be just like, they can like bring a few members in, become like just 9 guys. Just bringing a bunch of people to be just 9 guys.
The marketing department would be shitting a brick. They'd be like, God damn it, stop getting people and losing people and just, yeah, no, I could see that. That's glorious chaos. You might as well just call that faction that, just glorious chaos.
In reality, for the next little while, they're just 3 guys because Yurimura's out for a while. So they're really just 3 guys.
Yeah. For now,
Oh,
yeah.
jeez. The Super Junior Tag League Finals did happen
Mhm.
on this show in what was easily my match of the night. These two teams tore this house down,
Mhm.
and by God, by God, by God, it was so good. To quote the legendary JR, by God, dude, like this this possibly is my junior tag match of the year. For it's one of three matches on my chart list right now for junior tag
Mhm.
match of the year. For our 2024 Chop
Year-end
Talk
special,
Award
yeah.
show. Yeah, well, that'll be our year-end award show is coming out in January. So, because we literally have to wait until December 29th before we can make
Yeah.
final picks for Stardom. So, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Okada. The non-Kazuchika kind.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just dude, these two teams just tore the house down, and in the end, I called it. I predicted the future. I was right. TMDK win the Super Junior Tag League.
Yeah, I'll let you gloat about that. Yeah, I was happy about this. I mean, I wasn't going to be unhappy about whoever won going into this. It was just interesting that it came down to a battle of the pick that I picked and the pick that you picked. It was cool.
I
It
would
was fun.
I would have been unhappy if it was Sho and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. I would have been unhappy.
Yeah, I was talking about who we currently had, my guy. Why are
Oh,
we having
oh,
fantasy
oh!
football in the man?
I thought you
Wrong
meant just
sport,
overall.
sir.
I thought you meant just
Wrong sport.
overall. Okay, I thought you
I
meant just
mean,
overall.
no. That being said, damn it. United Empire, they had a win and they had a not win tonight. And I don't know. I felt it was a little backwards for me. I would have picked it the other way around. I would have had Haste and Nichols retaining, but and like we both said we wanted that too. So I don't know. I mean, I'm happy with this. It's just interesting that it, like as you'd mentioned angrily, Puroresu review, what we're going to end up getting as a result of this win is kind of, convoluted.
Oh, I'm saving that rant for when we talk about Wrestle Kingdom. We'll get.
Okay.
But post match, the Intergalactic Jet Setters did make their way out when called out by Kosa Fujita, and then they called Catch 2 into the ring and said, "We'll see y'all at Wrestle Kingdom, and we'll see you at Wrestle Kingdom." Not it really kind of indicating to both. And then
Mm,
the War Dogs came out and attacked everybody and said, "We're the best. We've cleared out this division. There ain't no party like a War Dog party. And we'll see you at Wrestle Kingdom. And we'll see you at Wrestle Kingdom.
mm,
Sorry, there ain't no party like a War Dog party, and War Dogs are Wrestle Kingdom or something to that sort." But yeah, it was interesting, and yeah, we'll talk about it in a few minutes when we get to Wrestle Kingdom. But goddamn, I'm annoyed. I'm happy for Team Decay winning this, but I'm annoyed at the same goddamn time.
I mean, we also gotta um, let everybody know what happened with the War Dogs before this even happened, where they were in the, what was it, a 10-man tag match with Gabe Kidd, Robbie X, and Taiji Ishimori. Ishimori Taiji?
Hmm.
Taiji Ishimori. Um, yeah, and they certainly they homicided a guy, that was for sure. Murashima definitely needs some chiropractic. I mean, he got drill a killing and then pile driven by Gabe Kidd to finish off his little. He got literally the finish of every single member of War Dog and the tag finishes. Like, that poor kid got worked. The dogs are right. It isn't a War Dog party without a War Dog. Like, there ain't no party like War Dog party. And it isn't Wrestle Kingdom without the War Dogs. And I suspect we're gonna see some stuff that's gonna make you very, very, very unhappy for Wrestle Kingdom. So we'll talk about that when we get to Wrestle Kingdom.
I'm not unhappy. I wasted a lot of time. So I'm going to say, main event, Zack Sabre Jr. Defended his IWGP World Championship against Shingo Takagi in what I thought was an incredible match. These two just had the match that had been happening at Wrestle Kingdom. But we'll get to that. And Zack Sabre Jr. victorious over Shingo Takagi here.
Yes. He's a wizard, Harry. He's a wizard, magician, technical magician. That is Zack Sabre Jr. Really working the neck and arm of Takagi in this one. You really limit what Takagi can do when you really lock up his trap shoulder and mess with his arm. That is a source of his strength, and especially for that pumping bomber. It was very, very hard for him to utilize that strength. Very, very hard for him to get, Zach up for the Made in Japan or for the Last of the Dragon. It was hard for him to utilize that power. Very, very great technical mastery match. And then Shingo, I mean, he had answers for a lot of what Zach had throwing at him and tying him up in. It was very interesting to see the evolution of both the dragons in this one. Very fun match.
Yeah, so post-match, Shota Umino made his way out and challenged Zack Sabre Jr. Said, I want a title match anytime, anywhere of your choosing. And Zack Sabre Jr. agreed to it there. And so Umino leaves, and then Sabre Jr. starts playing, and he's celebrating. And then one Mr. Rick O'Shea, the Irish lad, Ricochet, American wrestler, made his way out to the ring with a springboard attack to one Zack Sabre Jr., dropping him and then challenging him for the IWGP World Championship on January 5 at Wrestle Dynasty. January 5. What the hell, man? You know English? It's your primary language, bro. January 5th, not 5. January 5th.
I mean, I don't want to be that person, but because I haven't really seen him outside of New Japan. And when he was in New Japan, I didn't watch the backstage comments. So I don't know what his promo skills were like here. But I'm going to tell you this much. From what I've seen of him in AEW, from what I've heard about him in WWE, promo is not his strong point.
I sent you a pretty goddamn good promo from him from AEW yesterday. I sent to you on Insta. It's actually a pretty damn good promo for him. It's him, then he cut a promo, then Hobbs cut a promo, then Davis, then Ospreay. But Ricochet actually...
I didn't see that. You did not send that to me.
I did. I sent it to you about 2 hours ago. Yeah.
That's what that is. I haven't checked it yet.
There you go. It's actually a pretty good promo from him. So I know he can talk if he really, really tries. But here, just no. And he lines up. So he lines up for his version of the Hidden Blade. And out comes in Umino to make the save. And then Sabre decides to shove Umino. So Umino decides to Death Rider Sabre here. So, yeah.
It was a very interesting night for Shota. Because he had his match against Sonata earlier, and I don't know. I kind of got the feeling from him after the match. He wasn't feeling too great about it, I don't think. The crowd was behind him at that point, but when they saw him come out to call out Zack Sabre Jr. after this point, very much not behind him, very much booing him. And even after he made the save from Ricochet, the crowd's still booing him. And then booing him even more after he, puts his hands on the champion. What does this mean for Shota? I'm curious to see an evolution in character. I'm hoping that means that we're going to finally actually be introduced to the real Shota Umino, because I feel like we've been just being given layers. He's like an onion right now. When we first got him, it was that different version that looked more like Naito. Then he kind of peeled back a layer to look more like Tanahashi. And then he's peeled back more layers to be more like John Moxley. Now he's kind of leaning away from that because he thinks Moxley's a bit of a dick. So I don't know. I'm hoping that this leads to an evolution for the character because, yeah, he's kind of like Sonata right now from the young guys. He's kind of fallen flat on the crowd right now. It's very odd. Odd dynamic.
I agree with you. Shota Umino is an onion, and the more you peel him, the more he makes you cry, and he smells terrible, and he just
Wait, what?
he's just awful. So yeah, I agree.
I did not say that at all.
You said he was an onion, so I agree. I'm agreeing with
That
you.
he had layers, not that he's stinky.
You said like an onion, and onions make you cry, and they're stinky, and are just plain awful. So
Well, not if you put on goggles.
They're still awful. Like they're still awful.
They're still good.
No, they're awful.
That's
Onions
good.
are awful. Onions are awful.
Rude. Way to turn a nice, fun analogy into something stinky.
Yeah, that's right. So on this show, Kenny Omega did come out to make a statement saying he wants to return to the ring on January 5th in a New Japan ring because this is home and this is where he's from. It really didn't matter. It was kind of it's just there. The statement was there. It wasn't bad. Nothing was bad. It was there. It was more about the backstage stuff. So Mr. Tanahashi the following day had to make a statement, but I'm going to play a video. The reason he made a statement. So give me just a second here. I'm gonna full screen that or full layout this. Oh no, I want to. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do that one. I want us to still be on the screen. There we go. Right, let's watch this.
I'm talking to you right now. Be professional and get my fucking name right.
Is that Robbie X behind him?
Yeah, Robbie X.
You don't care about doing shit with New Japan. You don't care about doing shit with New Japan. You just want to come here and get paid easy money and do shit. Hey, bro, I keep your name. Sure. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not fucking done
Yeah. So what first thing I have to say to the video is, bro, get a better phone. Your camera kind of sucks. You might want to get a better phone. And two, where is the footage from all the people shooting in there? Why didn't we get a better angle on that? And three, Gabe Kidd's a dick. But Kenny Omega did forget his name in an interview. So I guess both guys are a-holes in this. So, yeah.
I mean, Gabe Kidd, yeah. I mean, we know he's brash. You know, he's loud. That's kind of what we like about him. Knew he was going to get in someone's face, especially if it was insinuated that, like in the interview that Kenny Omega did, that Gabe Kidd was the person he was referring to. He had to know there was going to be some kind of kickback. It's the freaking War Dogs. It's just like Kevin Knight and Kushida sitting there dingly dangling those War Dog titles, tag titles, in front of Drilla Maloney and Clark Connors and not expecting to be bitten. Hello, good morning. Like, what do you think you're doing? To me, I look at this though. This is I saw the video once. This is the second time that I saw it. And when I kind of looked at it a little closer, it actually looks like Kenny Omega was actually the physical instigator in that, reaching out and grabbing Gabe Kidd first, which to me would suggest that Kenny Omega is as much at fault at this one as Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd shouldn't have swung first, asked questions later. That's an American thing. Neither one of you are American. But also, Kenny Omega should know better. If he knows who Kidd is, he knows better enough than to touch the guy. Frick, don't even talk to him. Why are you poking the bear and getting surprised that you're getting bit? But I will say this is some AEW bullshit.
Nah,
it's entertaining though, but it's AEW bullshit.
But it's not. If it's entertaining, it ain't bullshit though. If it's entertaining, it can't be bullshit.
This is a thing though. AEW made it bullshit because their bullshit is real bullshit and it always comes out right before their pay-per-views. This was on the pay-per-view. This is the planned bullshit. This is the way you're supposed to do the bullshit.
That is true. That is true. So, Hiroshi Tanahashi has fined Gabe Kidd an undisclosed amount of money for doing this. I can't really find Kenny because Kenny doesn't work for him. So, yeah.
He could cut technically because, like, he was representing AEW. He could technically find AEW if he really wanted to, but why would we do that? He's given him enough.
He doesn't want to piss off Tony. But yeah, so Gabe Kidd losing some cash. But he'll be able to make it back on Friday. Wrestling on Friday. He'll probably make back most of that money anyways.
Yeah, most likely.
So Wrestle Kingdom matches have been announced. For the NJPW World Television Championship, it is Jeff Cobb and Rojo challenging Ren Narita in a 3-way match for the title. Don't get me wrong, I like all of these. I like 2 of the 3 of these guys, and the third guy I used to like before he became a useless prick. It just, why did we have to go 3-way again? Why couldn't we have done maybe go do a strong style evolve match between Cobb and Oiwa in December for the winner gets Narita at Wrestle Kingdom? The last 3-way was fine for the title. It was fine where Narita won. I don't have much more faith that this 3-way is going to be much better because Tsuji's not in it. So, and as good as Oiwa is, he's not Tsuji. So I wish it would have been a Cobb or Oiwa challenging Narita in a singles. I think it would have been more entertaining.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel pretty indifferent. I don't disagree with you. I think that would have been a better route because one-on-one competition is typically how we like to do things for title matches. I'm not mad about it. I'm not like, oh my god, that's gonna be the match I can't miss.
Oh my god!
About it, but it's gonna be a great match because Jeff Cobb is involved in it, and Jeff Cobb puts on banger matches, and we've seen him go with Narita before, and they've had decent especially in tag situations, and they've done very, very well together. We've seen Oiwa and Narita also work well together. I am interested to see how all 3 of them end up mixing together because usually it ends up being almost a battle of experience in these situations. So I'm curious to see with the 2 younger, newer guys kind of on roster how they're going to mix with Cobb.
And then we've got a 4-way IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match as the Intergalactic Jet Setters versus the winners of the Super Junior Tag League, TMDK, the Ichiban Sweet Boys, versus Catch 2 versus the War Dogs. So, why the fuck did I watch a whole Super Junior Tag League this year if you're just going to give me the 4-way? What was the point? Why did I waste my time watching 60 matches? Why? Or I guess less 45 matches, if you do the math right. Yeah, 45 matches. Why the fuck did I watch 45 matches? If you're just
the amount doesn't matter. The fact is that it seems like it was very poor booking. This is a confusing situation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited about the match personally, but when you put into perspective the fact that TMDK earned the right to challenge for a one-on-one match, it does make it kind of feel a little twisty-twirly. It feels sus, but again, it's going to be a great match. It just does feel like TMDK kind of yoinked on it.
Oh, TMDK is getting screwed here. Because one-on-one, they're beating the Jet Setters for the titles. Now, in a 4-way, it's probably going back to the War Dogs. So I'm just like, gross. No. Just because Ricochet can't handle a singles match at Wrestle Kingdom or just a straight tag match at Wrestle Kingdom. He's getting too old. That's a problem.
I mean, sometimes they can. Like, especially when you keep getting the repetition of the same teams kind of being in it, right? It could get repetitive. Look at what happened with us in Bishamon. Bishamon's a great team.
Oh,
But
we'll talk about
man,
Bishamon.
but man, like, whenever we see they're in the title situation, we're like, frick, again? Why? You know? But I mean, I kind of also do feel that this kind of does put the War Dogs in the primiest position, especially just with, as we mentioned earlier, the fact that Kevin Knight, he's taking those white straps around and they are like a bone, and he's dangling them in front of the War Dogs' faces and expecting not to get bit by that. If I win those titles and I get the black straps back, those white ones, take them away, get them out of here. That's like a bad omen. That's bad luck to keep those around. So yeah, kind of do feel like it might be coming back to the dogs.
The Dogs.
Those are my dogs for real.
We already knew this. Doki versus El Desperado for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship matches will be a very good match between the two of them. I think they're going to do a great job here.
Yes, I agree. And I think that they're going to be comfortable cutting promos against each other, going into it and talking with each other. The conferences beforehand are going to be interesting and good. I think I saw a clip of one earlier, but it had no subtitles, so I didn't know what was being said.
Sweet. And then I got probably semi-main event of the January 4th show. Yota Tsuji challenging David Finlay for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship.
I saw a clip of the conference for this also. Tsuji, he's speaking so elegantly, so professionally. He's just sitting there calmly. And there's David Finlay with his little translator next to him. And she's telling him what Tsuji's saying, and he's just sitting there. I loved it. I loved it. We're seeing this smarky, cocky, loudmouth, yet oddly intelligent kind of leader emerging out of Finlay, where he was very quiet before winning this global championship. This global championship is giving him some power, some confidence that's making him an interesting character for me to watch, and I love it.
Yep. And then your main event of the January 4th show is Shota Umino challenging Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And Zack Sabre Jr. is going to win this. And I know this for one main reason.
What reason would that be?
This graphic for January 5th. Now, every other year, there has been a 2-night event at Wrestle Kingdom when the title's been online both nights. Whoever the challenger is on the second night, it shows. But then it shows both members of the title match in the graphic. And Ricochet did say he is not challenging Zack Sabre Jr. He is challenging Sabre, but he's challenging for the world title. It does say special singles match, so it might not be for the world title. But it's supposed to be for the world title if everything falls through. So I just don't see Shota Umino winning this match because he's not ready. And if they do, I'm sorry, this is going to be another Sonata level championship run. It's a flop.
2 months is not enough for him to do the amount of character work that it is that he needs to do to be able to carry the company. It's just not. He's got at least another year. At least.
Yeah. The main event of the January 5th show looks to be right now a special singles match between Zack Sabre Jr. and Ricochet, but most likely will be for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Ricochet looking ripped in that picture, though. Jesus Christ. I just getting shredded.
He's always been shredded, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's bulking too right now too. He's bulking up. Like if you look at him in his match on Wednesday, he looked bulkier than he did in WWE. So
Interesting.
yeah, so let's talk about a tournament. Not one more tournament coming for 2024.
Damn it.
The World Tag League is here.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Good. Are you ready?
Ah!
Are you ready? Come on, are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, I'm just saying that over and over
You're
again.
solid, I know.
I'm solid to open up the article. So we have in this match, Bishamon, A-Block, Bishamon is back. The Ninja Turtle and the Samurai back together again.
Yeah, that's his shoulder pad that you're seeing right there.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle.
It's
It's
his
got Ninja Turtle.
shoulder
Ninja
pad.
Turtle pad. Yeah, but it's
He's
his Ninja Turtle
on
pad.
his shoulder. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks so silly.
It really does. Then you have the world champion. Could be doing double duty if him and Oiwa win this champion. Him and Oiwa could be both doing double duty on the site if they win here. This show gets you a championship match at Wrestle Kingdom. Or they could technically save it for Dynasty. So even then, Saber's working twice. So yeah, you have the world champion and Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryohei Oiwa teaming up for the first time together in this tournament. I think Bishamon, it is their 6th overall entry in this tournament, 5th consecutive teaming together. So yeah. Then we have the debuting team. The team I'm calling Mad Handsome. It's the only thing about Sonata that's good is that he's handsome.
He
From the
looks
War
like
Dogs.
my gym crush.
War Dogs, Sonata, and Gabe Kidd. They are debut entry. Team is here. This should have been. I really feel like this would have been Gabe Kidd and Jake Lee had Jake Lee not gotten hurt. It would have been the Mad Bastards.
100%. 100%. I'm excited for this, though. I told you this would probably be the combination yesterday. But I think it's going to be a good one. I'm curious to see what Gabe Kidd unlocks in Sonata.
I can't wait to see Sonata make Gabe Kidd uninteresting.
I don't think that's humanly possible. But
no,
okay.
It is not. It is not. We have another debuting team from LIJ. It's Shingo Takagi and Yota Tsuji teaming up for the first time in the World Tag League.
Yes, we saw in the undercard matches for Super Junior Tag League, these guys were working very, very well together, I felt. So yeah, I'm excited for this combo. I would have thought that it would have been a different combination, but I'm much happier with this one. I think that this would be a good story.
Yeah, we were talking about combos.
A good story. I feel like this will be an actually dominant. I think this is actually, I would consider the best combination of guys for LIJ.
Oh, 100% it is. We have returning Alex Zane teaming up with the Mysterious X. Now I wonder, can Robbie X put on enough weight in this next week to get to become another X in this? I'm joking. It will not be one Lance Archer who has joined the Don Callis family over in AEW and gone bad. He's gone full bad guy over there. So it won't. I don't think it's going to be Lance Archer. So
he wasn't full bad guy before.
He was he was kind of tweener over in AEW. He was kind of a tweener. Like he was over with people, but he was doing heelish things, but still beating up on heels. It was weird. But now he's heel.
That kind of just sounds like equal opportunity to me.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, the sauce is back. I'm so happy. So happy.
Me too.
So happy.
I wonder
cannot wait.
who you'd be teaming with though.
Oh, you know, be great. You know, be great.
I think we're thinking the same person. Oh, we were not thinking the same person. I don't think he's bulky enough, though.
Effie's a heavyweight, but
no, I wasn't thinking about Effie. Thinking the man that we saw last month, LPW, Blake Christian.
Yeah, he's still technically he's still a junior, but I would love for her to do Blake Christian and Alexine. That'd be a great team. Hey, Hiromu's in this tournament, so again, it's all about combined weight. It's not about individual weight. It's technically combined weights.
So like maybe they could make it. That would be a great team. I'm excited to see who he chooses though. I don't know when that's going to be announced or if they're going to do it like the day of the show.
Yeah, there's no unless he's showing up at Fighting Spirit Unleashed, but he's not scheduled for that show, so I doubt it. So maybe Matt Vandegrift,
Oh,
the Strong Survivor, maybe.
that would be so wicked. I would love that. I would love that.
I would love.
But I also have been calling for him to join the War Dogs, so
you can do this and then join the War Dogs.
I mean, right? Pull an Ace Austin.
Zane is used to it. Pull a Drill Maloney.
I mean, I think the Ace Austin situation is better because it literally relates to Zane.
That is true.
And it would just be his luck.
Melball, Kent is back.
Chase.
Chase Owens. Chase Owens is back. I never thought he was coming. I didn't think he would ever come back.
You didn't think it? We literally saw him a few months ago.
Yeah, but I thought he was done. I figured he would just done with.
We saw Kenta even further before that. We haven't seen Kenta in a really long time. I didn't think he was part of the company anymore.
I did because he's working the Fighting Spirit Unleashed show against Oiwa.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen that announcement yet. I haven't been on my socials today. I've been cleaning.
The Oiwa match was one of the first 4 matches announced for this show.
Yeah. I did not see that. I did not see it.
He was one of the initial 4 matches announced for the show.
Again, did not see it. I clearly saw more important things.
This team perplexes me. I love me some Hanma. But I don't think I think this would have been ELP if it wasn't for ELP's injury.
You're correct about that, I believe.
But there's also Hiroshi Tanihashi's tag team that ELP could have been a part of too. So yeah.
Now we go. This is an odd one. This is an odd duck. But hey, I mean, Hanma is just a joy and privilege to watch. So
at least we know he's taking the pinfall. At least we know he's taking the losses on this team. And then finally, making his World Tag League debut, Cal Newman teaming up with Jeff Cobb. These two, it's good. The power coming together. This is going to be a sick team, man. I don't think they're winning it, but this is a team that I could see having
power of pace.
Ooh, nice.
The power of pace. I like that.
There we go.
Yes. You can take that. You guys can take
that.
There
we go. Let's go to the B block, and the champions are in it. What? I can't hear you. You're too far away from your microphone. What? What are you saying?
What is wrong with Okan in this picture? What is he?
He's doing the over-the-shoulder smolder. Hey, come on.
Which was perfection for Drilla Maloney, was perfection for Leota Tsuji, but he looks like he's smelling his own fart.
No, he's smelling Hinari's fart.
Oh, that's why he looks so proud.
Yeah. He's like, I farted. It's like, ooh, you farted. So these two going in as champions, looking to win it as champions so they can pick their opponents. And then we have the debuting team from LIJ. That literally, I called this yesterday on our show before this was announced. I called Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi to go in as a team. And it's going to be interesting to see how they work together.
It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious because you're going to that Hiromu is going to go into it just ready and raring to go because he's so excited. And you know that Naito's going to be a dick. You know it's going to be the older brother, little brother mentality where Naito is feeling forced to bring his little brother to the party that he's going to. And he now has to watch him and he's going to be doing all this stupid shit. He's going to have to save him. It's going to be so funny. I'm going to love watching their matches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we have the team that's going to win it. They're going to win the B block and they're going to win the whole damn tournament. Going to go and get their belts back. It is TMDK, Shane Haste, and Mikey Nichols. Here we go. The former champions coming in here. Going to win it. Going to go get their belts back at Wrestle Kingdom. It's going to be a golden celebration at the end of Wrestle Kingdom for all of TMDK minus Hartley Jackson. It's going to be grand. It's going to be grand.
Oh, dear. Of course, they put Hanari and Okan in the same block as these guys. We're going to get more headbutts. Lord have
Delulu
mercy
and Micah
on
Flulu.
Yeah,
And Delulu and Micah Flulu, baby.
and Mikey Nichols is going to be Delulu and his Kaflulu by the end of it. Because he's going to headbutt Hanari, and he's just going to be sitting there for the rest of the tournament.
Maybe he's going to
Watching the
get a
blood
plate
trickle
installed.
down his nose.
Maybe he'll get a plate
He's
installed.
gonna need it. He's going to need it if he's going to keep doing that. Oh, dear.
Jesus.
Is that the name of this team? Grown Jesus?
They're just House of Torture. Random Breed ain't evil. Yeah, I don't want to see this at all. They're going to ruin this every match they're in this block. Evil
Yeah,
means...
we know there's going to be shenanigans.
Yeah. And we're going to move on for this. This is an interesting team. We have a man moving up from the junior division in Takumi Shinoku teaming up with Taichi. Funny that Wrestle Kingdom, I want to say 8 or 10, these two were in the main card opening junior tag title match together. No.
Interesting.
No, that was Taichi and Kanemaru. No, was it Taichi and Kanemaru? I know. These two are both juniors who have tagged together when they were juniors and are now heavyweights tagging together in this heavyweight division. I'm interested in this. Just three guys, baby.
The Waterbender and Mr. Pants. I'm excited.
Mr. Pants.
I mean, what else?
Mr. Pants.
You got to love and appreciate someone who can do the tearaway pants properly. Love of my life, Mitch Clark, who I'm probably watching right now.
The tearaway jacket and the tearaway pants. Let's go.
Right? Team Tearaway. That's what these guys are.
Mr. Pants.
Did you see
Pants.
did I send it to you? Takumi Michinoku met somebody today who had the Just Tap Out logo and Takumi Michinoku tattooed on this part, the shoulder. Taka called him crazy.
Mr. Pants. Let's go, Mr. Pants. Mr. Pants. Let's go.
Team Tearaway. There's your new song. Add it to the remix.
We have the comedy duo of Oleg Wilt and Toriano. The hilarious comedy duo.
Of who?
Of Bolton Oleg and Toriano. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's still the same goddamn name, lady.
It doesn't matter. Come on, Dre. Yeah. It's gonna be Yano running around yelling at turnbuckles and Oleg eating people around. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah. The hilarious comedy duo. Then we have Jackdo and Hiroshi Tanahashi. This is actually where I think El Fantasma would have slid in, is in this place to be the replacement of Jackdo here. So, yeah.
You know what? I'm not bad about it.
Jackdo and Hiroshi Tanahashi, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not mad about it. I don't know how to feel about it, but I'm not mad about it.
And I think Melball's new favorite tag team. Yes, Melball's new favorite tag team, the Natural Classics, Tomei and Stevie Phillip.
That's a lot of abs.
So I'm
There's
saying
a lot of
Melball's
abs.
new favorite tag team.
Who?
Tomei.
Sorry, I missed it.
Tom and
Who's
Stevie
who?
Phillips. I don't know. I assume Tom is the left and Stevie's the right. It could be the other way around.
Wait,
I don't
Steve?
know.
His name is Steve?
Stevie.
Okay, Stevie we can do. We're not a fan of Steves around here.
That's right. Tom
They-
and Stevie Phillips. Philip. It's Phillip. The brothers.
Interesting.
They are both from NJPW
Clearly.
Tamashi. They're from Tamashi.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they Latino? They look Latino.
They're from New
I
Zealand.
can't tell. Oh.
No, they're from Australia. So maybe they're like Australian Latinos. I don't know.
No, that's maybe. I don't know.
Australia-tino. They're Australia-tino. They're Aussie-tino.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look these guys up.
Yeah.
Because I like these times when the World Tag League, when we get these little gemstones that we get introduced to. Because remember Gates of Agony? Look where they
Well,
end up.
They're doing AEW.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Look what we get introduced to. It's a positive thing. It's a positive comment.
I just think Melball is going to
Yeah.
be real. I think Melball is going to be really into this tag team by the end of this tournament. I think she's really going to be behind this team.
They definitely look like my type.
Yeah. I was going to say something else, but I decided not to.
Uh,
We're going over to Stardom. We're going to Stardom, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't appropriate, what I was thinking, so don't worry.
Clearly.
Oh, like, by God, I'm broken inside. Jesus.
Yeah. Anywho, let's get into this Goddess of Stardom tournament.
Let's
This
talk
has
a little
been-
Stardom before we get out of here.
This has been a thing.
So the Red Goddess block, we've got Hazuki and Koguma with 5 matches under their belt. 8 points, 4 wins, 1 loss. We have Maika and Hanako, along with Natsukatora and Raka, along with Suri and Saki, all with 4 points. Then you have Mayu and Momo, Tim and Sakurara, along with Azumi and Miyu Amasaki, along with Sayaka Matani and Konami, all with 2 points. And then, sadly, with 3 losses with 0 is Rana Yamagi and Tomoaka and Naba. I really don't expect them to win any matches, so yeah.
Probably give them at least one. I don't know who it could be at this point, but they will probably give them at least one. Because I feel like they did that with Inaba and Shuri when they tagged together. So, but yeah, with the sporadicness on who's wrestled how many matches and who, because like it sounds so bad when you say, oh, Sayaka Mitani and Konami only have 2 points, so they've only wrestled 2 matches.
Oh, I've got something to say about that in the B block and the blue block. Oh, let's talk blue block.
Okay.
Look at the top. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I switched it on my page, but on yours. Look at the top.
What the fuck?
So, over in the red block, FWC has had 5 matches already. Don't get me wrong, both members are heading to the United States for this Friday and will not be around this weekend, but still have another month of this tournament. They still have another 4 weeks of this tournament, or 3.5, almost 4 weeks of this tournament. to go. Momo and Thecco's first match isn't scheduled until, as you guys are watching this, tomorrow, November 9th. Yeah.
Because you look at that and you go, oh my God, that looks atrocious. And then you realize they haven't faced anybody yet.
Poi and Anu have 9 points in 5 matches, 4 wins and a draw.
They have 3 matches left. Like, what the fudge?
And Momo and Thecco still haven't even started.
Okada.
Oh my God. So 4 points, you have Waka and Rion. Waka and Rion undefeated with 4 points. So just know that. Then you have Meiser and Kohaki with 4 points. And then you have Rina and Azusa and Naba, along with Starlight Kid and Suzuki, along with Yuna Mizumori and Aya Sakurai with 2 points. You have Anan and Saya Ida with 1 point. You technically have the champions with 0 points. So they have yet to wrestle a match. You also have Hina and Lady C with 3 losses and no points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so odd. So odd, especially given the tweet that Okada has sent out today that he wants to build up the young talent and give them opportunities in the future. And I'm all well for that. Kind of got to start giving them those wins, though. But you also can't take away credit from your people who have been there. So people like Natsuko Tora, people like Momo Watanabe, people like Thecla, people like Konami. Most of hate. I'm just going to throw out there most of hate. They're an aging faction in this one, just because all of the members have been a part of Stardom for so long. Mayuri Watani has been doing phenomenal with her push, but like we need to see some more. Like the whole situation with Natsuko Tora this year has pissed me off, though. In general, just because I feel like she's worked so hard and gotten the Kenta treatment, and I can't figure out why. But yeah, this Okada, what the flying fudge muffins is this? I get that you're trying to work around Kogoma and Hazuki and their commitments like in other places. I appreciate that. That should only really be affecting them. Why is it impact what? Why? Well, wait a second. Isn't Thecla injured?
Not as far as I know.
I've been seeing pictures of her with War Dogs in a cast. She's been in a cast from these knuckles down to the elbow. So I don't know if it could possibly be just a sprain that she has splinted for the sake of it, or if there's a potential fracture there, or what. But she has been in what looks to be some kind of splinty thing. So
then
maybe
the champions should be forfeiting the tournament then if one of them is hurt.
Well, what I was going to say before you interrupted me is a problem. Maybe they've been holding off on starting her in the tournament because of the injury to rehab it a little bit. But again, if she was injured going into the tournament, she should have been pulled. Because like I appreciate that the champions go through these tournaments, but they don't need to be there. And if she's injured, I would rather her be coming into the tournament at 100% rather than like 60 or 70. You know what I'm saying? It's Thecla.
Yeah.
Especially going into historic crossover. I need that match that she's in. I need it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So stepping out of Stardom, but over to Pro Wrestling Noah's new women's division for their GHC Women's Championship this coming Monday at Monday Magic Autumn Season Episode 3. We are going to have, at least again, I can't find the confirmation, but from what I'm reading online, 10-woman Battle Royal to determine the first ever GHC Women's Champion. This belt, this beautiful belt, if you're watching the video version, I have the name belt maker somewhere around here because he posted it on the Team MOW page today. Dan Belzer, he is a well-known belt maker, making this new GHC Women's Championship that looks pretty goddamn fly.
Yeah, I really like the logo. I like the GHC kind of graphics that they have with the kind of world in the back, the two-tone of the silver and the gold, and then the green in there to kind of really accent the Noah color. What I really like about it, though, is the leather. How it's the black on the top side, but that kind of silvery. Is it silver or white? It looks
I think it's
silver.
white. Looks white to me, but
Oh,
whatever it is, it looks good.
the lighter inside with the darker outside is very, very sharp. Very, very slick. I really like that. Maybe we
Yeah.
have to talk to Astrid and Auntie Collins. Maybe we can feature watching that Battle Royal on WCW.
On World Championship Wrestling. What?
Women's Championship Wrestling.
See, cheap plug.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't, because again, Noah doesn't really have an established women's division, same as New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they use Stardom and other promotions, women, to fill in some of the matches and doing. So I have a feeling that you're going to see women from Marvelous, Marigold, again, maybe Sendai Girls, promotions you do see on Wrestle Universe. The one female roster member that Noah has, Great Sakuya, has to be in this match.
Oh God, yes.
I could see maybe Nagisa Nozaki coming because she's wrestled in Noah multiple times. Maybe Miyuki Takaze coming in. Maybe coming from Mari Gold, you could have a Chika Goto or a Bozilla come in.
You know who I want to see.
Bozilla?
Well, I mean, Bozilla's my girl. Hell yeah. But
Utami.
Utami. All the way.
Unless Utami's winning it, I wouldn't put her in it. Like, unless she's going to be the champion, I wouldn't. Unless she's about to go challenge.
Final two and still have a decent, strong loss.
I know, but again, she's going to be challenging for the Marigold World Title at the start of January. I wouldn't want to be putting a loss like this on her, personally. Again, that's my opinion. But another name I would love to see in this, from Marvelous / I guess Stardom associated, but she's in Marvelous. You.
I don't want to do that.
No, you, the wrestler. Jesus Christ. You make this joke at me every time.
Because I clarified, not you. You.
I said you, not you. I said you, not you. I did clarify. I said you, not you.
You know who else I would love to see? Use tag team partner, Chihiro Hashimoto.
Ooh, she'd be pretty sick too.
Yeah, the speed, the power.
I do have a feeling, though, this match is going to go to the Great Sakuya, being that she is kind of Noah's number one woman. I think the Great Sakuya is going to win this.
I agree. It would make sense anyway. She is the one person right now, woman, that I can think of who's synonymous with Noah. So it would make sense.
It would.
Yes.
But we have come to the end of another episode of the Japanese Wrestling Update, ladies and gentlemen.
You sounded like a Bond villain there.
Hello, Mr. Bond.
Hello, Mr. Bond. Do you get your nails clipped today, or do you tempt your fate in the water below?
You can find me on the X at that Canada guy. You can find me on the TikTok, the Instagram, and the Threads at that Canada dude. I'm gonna stop this. It's gonna get really hard for me. You can find me on Facebook and I can't do voices. I'm bad at this.
Whoa.
You can find us on our YouTube page, youtube.com/@Andre Melball Talk, where you can see a full review of the Power Struggle show that we did talk about today, and you can see me get very, very angry. You can also find us over in audio form, aplusproductions.com, where all of our Japanese wrestling content from our channel goes, along with the Japanese wrestling update, aplusproductions.com. Click on that A Plus wrestling feed and add it to your podcast catcher of choice, and go over and join the Facebook page to join the community of great, great people. You can also find me right here, if you're watching us on OLE, the OLE Twitch and YouTube pages. You can find me this upcoming Wednesday. I will be back to talk the Marvel Talk show going into the MCU Rebound makes its return as we talk Civil War, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking Civil War. It makes its return. So come check us out and talking about that movie there with the debut of Spider-Man. Flip. I didn't say make the other sound like I did last night.
Yay! You got the right noise.
You can also find us over at youtube.com/@Backbreaker Video, or Mike simulcast all of our stuff. You can find him live at twitch.tv/MikeTheRevGaming, watching AEW over there. And then it's the replays of all his great gaming content, youtube.com/@Backbreaker_gaming. Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me here on OLE for the Japanese Wrestling Update with this guy every Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Let us know, and that will let you know on social medias. I believe next week is going to be a live episode, 8 p.m. Yeah, we don't get to do this as much anymore. Yay!
December,
You will also
we'll
be
have
able.
time in December. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, lots in December. You will also be able to catch me, I believe, on the 18th. We haven't decided exactly what day yet, but we are planning for not next week, but the week after, for the debut of Women's Championship Wrestling, where we are going to be watching amazing women's professional wrestling matches. And by we, I mean myself, my amazing and beautiful, talented, natural partner, Astrid Pizarro, and the amazing, beautiful, talented Auntie Collins. Why are we doing Club Venus?
I was doing this.
Anyway,
I was doing this, so it was like
close enough.
it's different.
But we will be doing that, I believe, on the Monday, which I believe is the 18th. But I'm really bad with math, so.
Oh no, it's the 18th. Trust me, I'll never forget.
It's the 18th.
It's the 18th.
Okie dokie, artichoke. It is the 18th. So we will be releasing our first episode then, so stay tuned to our socials about all of that guy. You can also catch me on Astrid Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. Show all about the ladies' news and professional wrestling. We are going to be having an episode coming out soon. We've just been dealing with some stressy stuff. So once we get that all figured out, we will be dropping an episode, because we got lots of women's stuff to talk about. If you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling that we talked about today, we will leave links in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com, wrestle-universe.com, and NJPW world.com. Wrestle Universe and Stardom-World are both approximately $9.99 and approximately 10 Canadian. Shout out Sean Spears, which is an amazing price to see some amazing. It's the love of my life, Mitch Clark. Oh my God, there's Sean Spears. Okay, all kinds of distractions. Wrestle Universe, you can watch 8 different companies. So that is an amazing price to see stuff like Mari Gold, see stuff like Noah. Hey, it's Blake Christian. You can see that on GNC. G8. That's the Alex. Andres is showing me all of my favors and getting me all distracted, and you just don't have Eddie Thorpe, do you? Do you have Eddie Thorpe? Oh my God, there's Eddie Thorpe. We're just having crappy Melball today, aren't we? Okay, focus. Focus. NJPWworld.com is approximately 14 something, I think 1450. Audrey said it's still close to. Oh, Takeshka too. My goodness. It's just like a trifecta of like pentagram up. No! Ah! Ah! Why would you flash the little dick?
I was flashing your little dick on screen, Mel.
Bro, I do not have the parts required. Do not ever insinuate that. Okay. NJPWworld.com, you guys, you can, if you want to get a taste of it before you take the plunge into the cost, you can watch all of the World TV title matches absolutely free. So you can watch the run of Zack Sabre Jr. You can watch the run of Jeff Cobb. There's no joke I can make with that one. It's Jeff Cobb. I love Jeff Cobb. You can see one of them take on Matt Riddle if you wanna. I would recommend any other match though. But yeah, go check those bad boys out. Andre, you've completely thrown off my groove. Throw off the Emperor's groove. Don't do that.
You're no emperor.
My Disney people know what I just referenced. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague. Do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Squiggly!
What? Why don't you tell them the noise that you made instead of thwip yesterday?
Flute.
I don't know how we got there from thwip, but okay.
I got there before I got to thwip. That was the problem.
Oh, Andre. Anything else to say besides thwip and thwop?
Thwop.
Thwop thwop? The words of the sage master over there.
Thank y'all so much for joining us here. Again, if you're listening on A Plus Productions, please add us to your podcast catcher of choice, and join the Facebook page to join in conversation with everybody over there. And if you are watching us on OLE's YouTube or Twitch, thank you so very much. On Twitch, please follow us to be alerted every time we're doing new stuff there. And if you want to support us, you can hit that subscribe button. If you're over on the YouTube, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share us out to your friends, family, and kooky little young bucks that you know. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
Super Kick Party!
Feel free to hit the young bucks. Just hit them. They're just boys. Hit them with your car. Don't do that. That's illegal in most states.
Every state, by the way.
Every state.
And province here in Canada. And territory.
Debatable. That being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Audrey. We will see you next time. Mwah.
Make you wait a little bit. Just make it awkward for you.
Why?